here this evening and all evenings here in Root through Thorn and Thicket. Nope, that's not it. Thorn and Thistle.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Man, we fucked up.
Thorn and tennis.
Cinnamon gazes into the campfire. On the way to Thupfire Keep for the wedding, the Vagabonds stopped in Thixto Stand, a clearing that props up fox heroes, and a clearing that props up fox heroes on the verge of destruction by wolves. The Vagabonds came upon some rabbits ransacking a market in the night, and the mysterious underbelly of the town raises even more questions. You all ran back to what's the name of the bar here?
It's Storytellers.
Yeah, the story hall, I think, isn't it?
Something like that. Story something. It matters.
It matters so much. It is the story hall. Yeah. So you guys made it back to the story hall. Do you all kind of go to a room and talk, or do you sleep for the rest of, once again, it's like the sun is rising. It's like 4:30. It's like 5 a.m., give or take.
Continue.
Did Orson and I, are we still sharing rooms?
I think you guys all share.
I want to say at the end of the last episode, we did have kind of a debate about what just happened. So I want to say we are all in the same room together. While it kind of sounded, because I just edited that episode, it kind of sounded like we were doing that out of character, but we were kind of talking as if we were in character, wondering what just happened. So I'm willing to say that that's all canon and happened. We're all in the same room. Is there a window to the outside from this room?
Once again, you guys are below ground.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure if it was like a basement window that's like high up or something.
Oh, no. You guys
like a prison.
Yeah.
Did like any staff see us come back in?
The guy was like, remember the rabbit whose name I'm sure I remember somewhere, was like half asleep when you guys left, and it kind of that held for when you guys came back in. So no, not you don't think so.
Well, maybe we should go up shaft and see what because we knew people were heading towards there, right?
Heading towards the market?
Yeah.
Yeah, you circumvented, like you knew where they were coming from, so you guys went around them to get away.
So maybe we should go up seas and seize what's up. At a reasonable hour where we would have waken up.
Yeah, like how long are you guys going to stay in the room?
I don't know. Let's give them just like a half hour. Right?
So how long did you stay in the room? It's currently, like I said, it's like the crack of dawn. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
I'd say like, I don't know, 2 hours. Yeah, maybe 2 hours.
Okay. So Poe, the plan is now to wait about 2 hours till it's like. So it's 7 a.m. and then head up. Do you agree with that plan?
I'm sorry, I zoned out. I was just thinking about books. But yeah, that sounds great. Whatever, fuck.
Okay. You guys head up in the at about 7 a.m. It is fairly quiet. It's still pretty early. There are some people milling about. I think his name was Dono. I'd actually forgot to write it down. The bartender from last night and the day before is still behind the counter, looking slightly more awake. Just a quick reminder: this is your third day in Sixto Stand at this point.
With the same bartender / innkeeper.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Morning. You said Dono?
Dono.
Morning, Dono.
Hey. How was your thing last night?
Slept all night. We slept all night.
Well, didn't you guys head out last night?
Nope, you must be thinking of some other vagabonds.
Roll charm to Gaslight Dono.
Gaslight.
I think Gaslight is a roguish feat.
I got a 5. If anyone wants to help with me cover our tail.
It would have to be both people help. You cleared your exhaustion. Or not cleared it, but you got some back. You could make it a mixed success.
I would absolutely help.
Yeah. I help too.
Okay, so that failure turns into a mixed success.
Yep. All night. Yep, all night. Slept all night like a baby.
The hot bugs were delicious. I like that. That was a good treat.
Wait, Dono like looks at the coffee like on one side of him and like the glass of like whiskey at another. And looks at his hand. It's just kind of like shaking. His mouth opens wide and he goes, "Oh, yeah, of course." Yeah.
Dono, I'm worried about you, buddy. Starting to see things.
I want to like him. Do you get any days off?
Sometimes I get Sundays and every other Wednesdays off.
I think you need to hire one other person.
Otherwise, you're on all the time.
Oh, I sleep back here. Sometimes I get food delivered. Someone brings me a newspaper once in a while.
I mean, he clearly doesn't sleep back there. We saw him last night.
By the way, Dono, I got your newspaper for the morning, and I give him a Gazette.
Oh, thanks. He starts reading it. Yeah, do you guys want any breakfast or anything? I know people were making a ruckus in town.
A ruckus, you say?
Yeah.
What was the ruckus?
I haven't talked, but I think something happened last night. There was some sort of break-in or something. I don't know. I think some of the Six Toes are meeting about it and stuff, but there was some sort of break-in.
Did they find any evidence?
Whoa.
Roll a charm.
8.
It's a mix. It's not bad. I don't know if they found evidence. I know some people, this isn't.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
No, continue.
And I didn't hear it any time. I mean, it was just I heard it from people, kind of coming in. So I mean, it's not the first kind of incident we've had around here lately. So I think people are thinking it might be that, maybe something else. I don't know.
Well, maybe we'll go outside and talk to anybody else instead of the guy who hasn't slept in it with.
Yeah, thanks.
You get some rest. I don't know. We're worried about you.
He nods and pours the whiskey into his coffee and takes a big swig.
Oh no, it's even worse than I thought.
Just
You're not gonna make it.
you see Poe pull out his thing. I'm just gonna end it for him.
Yeah,
I'll do him a favor. You guys pull me away.
We got enough problems going on with Poe.
He needs this.
We're gonna frame him later. Don't worry.
Give
I was going down for
all
this.
the rest he needs in jail.
And you guys make your way into Six Toes Stand proper. What do you do?
Look around. See if anybody's like.
Yeah, I was about to say, is there a clear place where the Six Toes are meeting?
Not outside. I would say you could probably roll to read a situation.
Yeah, I'll do that. 7.
I think with that, I think you guys have been sharing information pretty openly. I think the logical place is if they're probably not at the story hall, there aren't a ton of like big places in this town, like big like buildings or anything. The one that would stand out besides the story hall, like in the market, would be like as a meeting place, might be Six Toe Shrine, the place that Jack has a meeting later tonight.
Oh yeah, we have a. Well, we could go there now, I guess.
Yeah.
That might work. What do you? Oh, how about this? Some of us go to the shrine, and some of us go to the grocery store and see see if there's like.
I'll go to the grocery store. I want to see what they see. I want to write this down to a Gazette news article.
And I'll go to the shrine with Jack. Oh, that's Jack. Where do you want to go? You're your own crow.
Shrine sounds good.
You like the shrine. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go with Orson first. So Orson, you walk through town. People, you kind of see, it's not like a completely different climate change from the last days. There are some people kind of like whispering, gossiping. There are some people working on houses. I think you see a couple people marveling at the like forward base you all built yesterday that has all like the blades in it that was once built.
You're welcome, citizen.
Yeah, that's right. You get a couple pats on the shoulder as you walk by. And you make your way to the market. And I think with roll a cunning check.
7.
That's mixed. So I say the one thing you do get is you're kind of like listening, kind of walking by, but you're probably paying attention to people around you. People are talking about the Wolf Head Market. It's the name of this establishment. And the some people are also talking, like Donna was, about this not being the first incident. But after a quick walk in the now cooling end of summer air, you make your way to this large, like, kind of warehouse-sized building with the bleached wolf skull atop the entrance. There isn't like caution tape around there, but there are a couple foxes, a couple rabbits, kind of like standing guard. That looks like, and there are a couple other people, kind of like you think trying to walk by and get an eye of what's happening, but people are kind of being told not to linger.
Can I walk up to just the closest guard, I assume?
Yeah.
How's it going, fellas? What happened here?
Oh, well, there was some sort of break-in last night. We're doing a little investigation, trying to see what happened. There's
scallions.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't think it's the wolves because they didn't burn the place down. They just took some stuff, and then
wolves are known arsonists. That is true.
You see the smaller kind of fox next to him say, "Should we be telling him all this stuff? I mean, he's just some guy."
I can help you out. I'm a good reporter. I got a keen eye. Maybe I can look around for
roll charm,
or maybe we can figure out who did this. Do we know who did this?
Roll charm.
7. What is with me tonight?
That's still a mixed success. It's not a failure.
I think that's the third 7 in a row. I think.
A mixed success. You get, the fox guard looks a little apprehensive, kind of strokes and says, "Well, I mean, I can't tell you everything because you're not a power here, but we could certainly use some extra eyes." And and he kind of looks around. The Six Toes aren't here right now, so maybe I could let you in for the inside scoop. If maybe I'm featured as a featured interviewee in.
Sure, I'll use your whole name if you want.
Yeah, I'm. Oh gosh, my name. It's Myrtle Flint.
Well, how do you spell that, Myrtle?
M-Y. I like Myrt. Yeah, that's. Oh gosh, we're friends already.
Yeah, is that with a U or an E or an I?
M-Y-R-T.
M-Y.
I'm dropping the L.
Full surprises.
I'm dropping the L. You sold me on it.
And what's your last name, Myrt?
Flint. F-L-Y-N-T.
I knew it. As I was writing, I stopped at the I. Not a big fan of eyes.
No eye and
teeth.
teeth.
He's blind and he's got no eyes. He has no eyes at all. That's great, Myrt. Thank you so much. I'll take a look around and see what I see, and I'll let you know if I find anything. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll catch these rats.
We want us to come with you.
No, I'm all right. I work better alone, But when I come back, I'll ask you some questions, get you into the Gazette, give you your 5 minutes of fame.
We'll keep an eye, make sure you're not, gone too long, but okay. And kind of like the other, like as you walk away, the other guards like kind of looking at him like why? And you have kind of free reign over this place. As you begin to walk towards a Wolf Head Market, we will switch perspectives to Jack and Poe.
I'm just like munching on like cockroaches as we're walking over.
So what do we see?
They're gonna catch us.
You walk to, Jack had instructions from the other day. You walk to kind of the north end of town. There are rushing waterfalls that read a statue of a shield rising on the beach of a small pool at the base of a mountain. You see there are a variety of like beautiful flowers planted kind of all around this shrine. There are 5 figures kind of standing, sitting. There are benches too, kind of sitting at like kind of the resting area for this place, discussing. And they kind of like, are you guys approaching stealthy or just walking in casual?
I'd say casually.
No, how about Like, you see us like walking along the trail. As somebody turns their head, I pulled Jack into a bush. How about you walk up because you were invited, and you can feign ignorance, be like, oh, maybe I showed up early, but I'll sit in a tree and listen out for stuff.
Okay, I was gonna walk up there anyways.
Yeah, but don't tell him about me.
Gladly.
Put the hood up with the mask.
Alright, Fo, roll a sneak.
It's 8.
Nice, that's a mixed success. You do hide fairly well.
The sun's reflecting off of my
It's
mask
super-
right into one of their eyes. What if?
I'm gonna say you hide very well, but it's not that hot. I'd say you hide, but you are realizing that it is not like a dense forest, and you're not sure like how long you can hide effectively here.
Yeah.
Is what I will say. Is the mix to that. But Jack, you walk up and you kind of meet it like a couple of these foxes stand up and kind of look to you as you are beginning to approach. What did you say? Anything?
I'll wave and, hello. I heard that there was a discussion of problems and I could come here to help.
A female fox kind of approaches you. She's got a large spiked shield on her back. I think you may have seen her at the story hall the night before. She says, well, now we're a little concerned about outsiders here. There was an incident yesterday, early this morning, late last night, and we're trying to figure some things out. I don't believe we've met. And she extends a hand. My name is Mo Sixto.
I'm Jackdaw. I just woke up at the inn and they told me that you guys were here discussing a problem, and we've been trying to help out while we're in town.
Roll cunning.
An 8.
8. Okay, so the mixed success of this is that so as you say that statement and stuff, kind of explaining yourself, you notice one of the foxes in back, kind of a larger, like, not like super broad, but just a very kind of like tall, well-built fox who's got like kind of bandoliers of knives strapped around him. You notice his ears kind of perk up and he looks to you for a moment. And as you notice him, Mo notices you, noticing him, and kind of looks back to him. And
I'm just gonna pretend I don't notice.
Who at the bar told you to come here?
Dano.
She kind of laughs.
Oh,
You say Dano.
no.
All right, give me a minute, and she kind of like puts a hand up and then goes back to confer with the other Six Toes. Is there anything you want to do while she does that?
Can I listen in on when she's conferring to the other Six Toes?
Roll.
My whole plan is to just sit patiently for them, like just completely.
Okay.
Listen.
Be trustworthy.
Yeah. Okay. You can read a tense issue. I'll let you use your charm or cunning. This is kind of either figuring someone out or reading a tense situation. I would say either kind of apply here, depending how you're doing it.
Figure someone out does sound right. That's charm?
Yes.
8, 9.
I think you can ask me a question. Is that what?
Yes.
I mean, you're gonna be. It'll be minimal. I'll probably tell you what they say first, and you can kind of like gauge, I guess.
Sure.
You don't hear the entire thing, but the gist of what you get is they are discussing. Mo seems to be the one that was just talking to Jack. Seems to be the one protesting the most about letting a outsider into the dealings here. There is another one, the one I mentioned earlier, that who's got a lot of knives on him, seems to be actually you know his name, Everett. Everett seems to be kind of defending this Jack a little bit more than Mo is. And there are two others that seem a little bit younger than the rest. They are very bright, kind of vibrant orange fur. And an initial glance makes you think they're related. And they seem to be kind of neutral on the topic at hand, I would say. But that is currently how the conversation is going. Now, do you have a specific question from there?
Let's see. I guess how are they really feeling? Does any of them feel like they're trying to cover up something that happened last night instead of like actually get to the bottom of it?
No, I think what you get from really feeling is that you do get the feeling from this conversation that there is, for some reason, Everett, who none of you have had a conversation with before, like, in passing that he was at the bar, and that I think that's about it. You've seen him at the bar. He seems to be defending Jack and saying that the group should trust him and that it would be beneficial to have an outsider's perspective, and that it's probably not, because of other attacks, it's probably not the outsiders. Whereas Mo doesn't seem to have a strong of an argument, but seems to be saying just, well, these are strangers, we can't trust them, we don't know, it could be these people, just...
And none of them were, like, the rabbits that we saw.
No, there are just four foxes
just
here.
Foxes. Okay. I just sit in the tree.
You feel yourself, like, as you just sit in the tree, you feel the branch beginning to bend a little bit as you do. And we will go back to Jack. Jack, I want you to roll luck.
An 8.
That's okay, a mixed success. This time, Everett comes up to you, the one with many knives on him, and Mo's kind of like sitting down at the shrine, kind of talking to one of the other younger foxes, kind of looks a little upset, and Everett walks up and extends a hand and says, Everett Sixto, pleasure to meet you.
Hi, I'm Jackdaw.
Kind of gives you, like, he doesn't really wink at you, but kind of, like, narrows his eyes and gives you, like, a knowing nod, I would say.
Kind of look at him, do, like, a...
I've heard of you in town.
Oh, from when we helped the house?
He kind of just smiles and nods. And I look forward to seeing you again later.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything I can help with now?
Well, here's the thing. I know the group's a little divided on what to do here, but we'll give you a little bit of information. You're gonna have to, here's the trade-off. You and yours have come into town. There has been an incident, so we don't want you all leaving town until we figure a little bit more out. But I think that you might be able to use some, help us a little bit, try to figure out, get to the bottom of whatever's going on, and maybe we could, throw a little. We don't have a lot in the way of money, but maybe some supplies your way.
Oh yeah, sure. I know I have to meet with somebody later tonight. Anyways, I had no plans on leaving.
And it nods. And he starts bringing you in and says, well, is there any, I know you got some traveling companions, you want them to, they're welcome to join us too, or it could be just you.
Well, we're a team. We're all glad to help out any way we can.
All right, well, I can give you the short brief. If you want to meet, bring them to us later, we can give you a longer brief, but someone broke into Wolf's Head Market last night. We've had a couple incidences, some strange oddities around town. There's middle of the night, some people hear some music playing, and the next morning, something's busted, something's broken into, things go missing. Nothing, no murders and nothing, sinister like that, but enough to where it's causing the people some concern. Some people are, superstitious, thinking ghosts. Some people are afraid it's a wolf on the inside. I don't know, but I know it's causing some powerful emotions we don't need here at this time.
No, we're not familiar. What's Wolfhead Market usually for?
It's a popular market around town. We've got, not as many supplies as we once had before the wolves were putting the crunch on us, but it's a place that has some weapons, some food. There are some traders from out of town that come in. A lot of people kind of hang out there and just gossip sometimes. It's a popular social area.
Oh, but it's not usually open at night?
No, it closes it's usually a day thing. Most traders go home by the evening.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I'd say till 7 or 8 probably.
oh yeah, that's pretty odd if people are playing music in the middle of the night.
It's very odd. It's like I said, it's ain't the first time we heard it around here. So it's causing people a little bit of fright.
Okay, yeah, I'll gather my friends together, and we can meet up later, and we're glad to help any way we can.
We appreciate it. I think the Six Toes will be around here for a little bit longer, but then I think we're all gonna spread out and investigate on our own. But if you need us, we'll be around. You can ask someone to find us. I also have plans later in the evening. That's to go.
Okay, well, I see not everybody's a fan of me being here. I'll leave you be, and we'll meet up later.
Much appreciated. And kind of gives you a nod and offers a handshake, and then goes back to their Six Toes. As you kind of begin walking out, and Poe, are you gonna do anything before you join him?
I just want to see what else they talk about
Okay.
for a little bit after Jack leaves.
Okay, we will switch to Orson for a minute, and then we'll go back to you.